decrease throughout the country. The new prices took effect as of today.
As announced, the indicative retail prices or IRPs for petrol, diesel and kerosene will all decrease on average, mainly due to the slight decrease in domestic freight charges for the second quarter of 2024. The domestic fuel prices for this month are inclusive of the imported costs for each petroleum product. Domestic sea and road freight rates for the second quarter of 2024, the annual wholesale and retail margins for 2024, along with GST. In the nation's capital, petrol will cost 4.66 toya per litre. Diesel is 4.39 toya per litre and kerosene is 4.5 toya per litre, as opposed to last month, of which petrol was 4.67 toya, diesel was 4.50 toya, and kerosene was 4.7 toya per litres. It was advised that ICCC investigation officers will conduct inspections to various service stations to ensure the prices declared are complied with. Retailers, however, may choose to sell below ICCC's approved maximum price. Consumers are advised to report any instances of overcharging by retailers through the ICCC's Consumer Protection Division on telephone 312-4600 or contact their nearest regional officers. Natasha Ovoy, National, EMTV News.
Number One Super Limited announced to the media today that the court has granted leave for the superannuation company to issue writs of possession to illegal squatters at Bushwara, situated in the Northeast Electorate, outside the nation's capital.
It was revealed today by the chairman, Reginald Monagi, that they had reinstated their land portions on the 12th of last month and are now announcing their eviction notice.
The court process. On Tuesday, 12th of March, the National Court reinstated Number One Super's vacant possession of the land portions I mentioned earlier. So the court granted leave to Number One Super to issue writ of possession to illegal squatters at Bushwara.
Chairman Monagi also revealed the grace period onto which the illegal squatters are to vacate the land.
Refreshed orders provided a 120-day grace period, during which time illegal squatters may voluntarily vacate the respective portions, allowing them the opportunity to remove any personal property at their own cost. The 120-day grace period commenced on Tuesday, 12th of March, and will end on Wednesday, 10th of July.
He said NSL, with the support from the Sheriff's Office and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary, will implement the eviction orders.
On Thursday, 11th of July 2024, and thereafter, the Sheriff's Office will implement the eviction orders with the support of the police.
Natasha Ovoy, National, EMTV News.
While street food is one of the cheapest ready meals sold on the streets, the risk involved in the consumption has been said to have a negative impact on one's health and may lead to death if untreated. Pacific International Hospital Head of Emergency Department, Dr. John Chipero, is now calling on the National Capital District Health Division to clamp down on the sale of street food.
Dr. Chiperao says the sale of street food in PNG has been a common practice for many years. He stated many people report to the hospital with typhoid fever due to carelessly consuming food bought from the streets. Hence warned the public on the dangers involved in the preparation of street food.
They are holding the food with their hands, and you don't know if they have sanitized their hands or not. Yeah, one of the main diseases that we see coming out of this unethical food selling practices is typhoid and typhoid fever is quite common, and it goes around because of unhealthy food sale practices.
Chiperau called on the National Capital District health inspectors to clamp down on the sale of street food in undesignated areas around the city, emphasizing the urgent need to conduct awareness programs on packaging and cooking of street food.
For them to supervise the proper packaging and presentation of food to the consumers.
Dr. Chiperau says typhoid is a major public health problem in the country associated with unhygienic food sale practices, among others. Gladys Skilla, National EMTV News.
Sir Brian Bell Foundation, as part of its community obligation, assisted the church-run Kudzib Nazarene Hospital under the Nazarene Mission in Joka Province. The hospital serves 800 to 900 plus patients on a daily basis. Assistant Manager for Brian Bell Home Center in Mount Hagen City, Melissa Mervin, presented a check of 32,534 kina towards the Chief Executive Officer for Kudzib Nazarene Hospital, Joseph Sika. Mervin said Brian Bell Foundation also assisted Mount Hagen General Hospital and Enga Provincial Hospital as part of its supporting community obligations. Mr. Sika, upon receiving the check, thanked Brian Bell Group of Companies for the timely assistance that will have impact on the development of the hospital. Gender-based violence, or GBV, is violence directed against a person's gender, with GBV being an ongoing issue for Papua New Guinea, with more females as victims. Being informed and knowing your rights are the best tools to avoid falling victim to such violence. This was the notion expressed by media consultant and GBV advocate Hannah Joku.
According to the National Research Institute, GBV is on the rise in Papua New Guinea and is affecting mainly our women population. With reference to the PNG National Statistical Office Demographic and Health Survey, 56 to 59% of women within the ages of 15 to 49 in the country have experienced physical violence, and 28% have experienced sexual violence. Ms. Joku expressed how the way our society is wired encourages GBV.
GBV in Papua New Guinea has always been a taboo topic. People don't want to talk about it. If there's violence happening between a husband and a wife, that's a personal matter. You know, why you like out in tok lo house, and so it's always, I'm something blow marit, leave it like that. But we are not realizing that that violence is actually against the law.
With her first-hand experience of GBV as a survivor and long-time advocate on the subject, Ms. Joku highlighted the implication of not talking about GBV.
We know that these things are happening, but we choose not to talk about it. By default, it makes women and girls think, okay, this is normal. So when somebody is being abusive and it's starting with just language and it's emotional or psychological, they don't think there's anything wrong with it. So they just accept it and they just stay in the situation. And they don't understand that those demeaning things that are being said or degrading things, it's against the law.
She further emphasized on the importance of being informed, discouraging ignorance on the matter.
If you know your rights, you have a better understanding of how to protect yourself. Any of these actions that are breaching your peace, you have the right to protect yourself against it. So not enough of our people understand what their rights are.
She said GBV takes place in all areas of society today, making it everyone's responsibility to mitigating such violence. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
The Smart Start School promotion is back this year. Win yourself one of 1,000 consolation prizes valued at 50 kina each nationwide. And the school with the highest number of valid entries per region will win a 44,000 kina Smart Start school grant. Simply collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits. Put in an envelope with your name, school and number on the envelope and drop in an entry box at a participating school near you. Promo ends on the 22nd of April. Contact us on Facebook to register your school today. Terms and conditions apply.
Buy more, win more one-time roots rice. Minimum belum 300,000 kina. No can miss out. Buy 10 kg roots medium grain rice. Cut them round in big roots logo on top long front long bag rice. Na write the name, na naman long yung long backside long name. Drop him inside long entry box long store. Week 1 draw, 1 winner by 500 kina. Week 2 draw, 1,000 kina. Week 3 draw, 2,000 kina. Na long week 4 draw, 5,000 kina. Second Roots Rice Facebook page long kisim motok save. Terms and conditions start.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus we're ready.
Mipla Halivim Wari Bilong You.
The National Statistical Office is conducting a nationwide search to recruit data collectors to take part in the 2024 National Population Census in June. Applicants must have the following: be between 18 and 45 years old, a minimum of grade 10, be physically fit and healthy, must not have a speech disorder, be good at public speaking and interacting with people, confident to use an Android phone or tablet, and have previous experience in data collection. If you want to be a data collector in the 2024 National Population Census, pick up an application form at the provincial headquarters or download it at www.nso.gov.pg. Fill the application form and submit with your updated CV to the Provincial Census Coordinator or the Provincial Recruitment Coordinator at your provincial headquarters. Applications close 19th April 2024. This message is endorsed by the Office of the National Statistician.
Asian Development Bank is an international financial institution. It's a multilateral development bank that is owned by 68 member countries. The main mandate of ADB is actually to help create a prosperous, inclusive region. What we do is we provide financing, we provide technical assistance, and we facilitate partnership.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Samaritan Aviation, a non-profit Christian organization that has been serving in the East Sepik province for the last 14 years with emergency evacuation and delivery of medical supplies, has now stepped in to provide disaster relief following the recent flood and earthquake in the province. This was stated by the co-founder and the Chief Executive Officer of Samaritan Aviation, Mark Palm, this morning.
With the recent natural disaster in East Sepik province, Samaritan Aviation has stepped in to fly patients that were affected by the earthquake and flood. This non-profit Christian organization uses airplane to land both on land and on water to serve the people in remote areas of the province.
Then we also work with disaster relief, where we're working even recently with the flooding that's happening in the Sepik right now. They've had the most flooding they've had in over 20 years this year. And so responding to people, doing flood assessments with the government. Last week, Governor Bird went out with us to do a flood assessment. And then also we even had earthquakes in the last couple weeks on the Sepik. And so flying in patients that are injured from the houses falling down.
Mr. Palm shared an anecdote of his experience when piloting a pregnant mother on board his plane.
Third flight for this young lady. The first flight we did with her was back in 2016, her first baby, and she actually lost the first baby. But we were able to save her life. And then 2017 or 18, we flew her in again, and she had a emergency surgery, and her baby and her both lived. And then we've picked her up again for her third baby, and she ended up having that baby in the airplane. And both the mom and the baby lived and are doing amazing.
Their funding comes from USA, Pacific Provincial Government, and the Provincial Health Authority. He further added.
And we serve 120 villages along the Sepik River, offering that access and hope. And we don't just drop the patients off when we get to Wewak. We have a whole team. We have Papua New Guinean staff as well as our U.S. staff that go in and visit those patients in the hospital. We bring them food if they need it. We bring them clothes. We also give them an audio Bible in the Tokpisin language.
Christian Palm, Mark's spouse, also highlighted that their operation in the East Sepik province is also expanding to a new location.
Our staff families will have a little bit more space so we can bring more staff families over, and even people from different places in Papua New Guinea to come over and have a place to stay as well.
Estagane, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Samaritan Aviation is now expanding to the Gulf Province through emergency evacuation and delivery of medical supplies to remote aid posts with community outreach and health programs.
Speaking exclusively with this newsroom, the co-founder and chief executive officer for Samaritan Aviation, Mark Palm, confirmed that the governor for Gulf Province, Chris Haiveta, has given a check worth 3 million kina to expand their services to the Gulf Province in December last year. With this expansion, their aviation service will reach another 700,000 people in the remote areas of Gulf Province.
And so we're excited to offer a second health patrol to the Gulf Province. We're designing a floating dock right now. Part of the agreement with the Gulf Province and the funding that they gave us was to build a dock so we can bring our airplanes in at the Kapuna Hospital and get them out of the water, and they can stay there, and we can bring families and have them based at Kapuna. And so that's the goal this year. We're doing several outreaches in Kapuna, and then the goal is for next year to start moving families down full-time.
He highlighted that the third aircraft has arrived in the country last December. This will expand community outreach and health programs throughout Gulf Province. The partnership with the Gulf Province aims at 3 things.
There's 3 really main things that we're doing with that. We're going to be building this docking system, and that's going to take shipping 2 40-foot containers over in the next few months full of supplies for that, bringing a team over to actually put it in as well. Another thing is they're helping us buy our 4th aircraft, helping half of the purchase of a new plane to bring over, as well as our operating costs. We have, it's always difficult when you bring staff in and you have tooling and fuel and infrastructure costs that you have to have. And so and also building a house out in the Gulf Province as well for our staff.
He also stressed that Samaritan Aviation has signed an agreement with Gulf Provincial Authority and Kikori District to reach Gulf Province the second time for medical outreach. Mr. Palm went on highlighting the Samaritan Aviation's goal in saving lives with the help of the PNG government and provincial health authorities.
You know, Samaritan Aviation, we feel like we're just getting started. The need is so great here in Papua New Guinea, and our focus and our niche, what we do well is seaplanes. And we've been doing that now for this our 14th year. We've flown thousands of flights. Thousands of people have been flown in. 150,000 kgs of medical supplies have been flown out to these little aid posts over the years.
Estagane, National EMTV News.
The Secretary for the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Father Yan Zuba, revealed that they will incorporate the Census and Help Fund with the provincial government funds. He made a statement in a media conference with the Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Don Polye, yesterday in Port Moresby.
Father Jan Zuba indicated that they were instructed by Minister Don Polye to fully digitalize the system to incorporate the thesis and help as well as the provincial government scholarships. He further explained this.
We would not like to have a situation where students on TESA get the support from private sector or provincial government and get the help and nobody knows how much money. Now, Minister instructed us. We are about to finalize the system. It will be one system which will register all the scholarships received by students.
The Secretary also explained the simplicity and benefits of digitalizing the system.
The help is very simple. Nobody has to go to bank, nobody has to stay in the queue, nobody has to fill in an paper application. Everything is electronically by institutions.
Father Jan also said that institutions must provide the list of students who apply for loan to the Department of Higher Education.
So it's the job of the institution to make sure that the list of students applied. We will see the application electronically is closed by end of April, then the money is released. Otherwise, we will release 2,000 or 2,500 and just goes. It will be not effective and efficient.
Meanwhile, Minister Polye stated that institutions that have not registered need to register in order to benefit from the thesis and help program once they are fully recognized.
I realized in the past had been given benefit of help and theses who were not registered, who were not from registered institutions. So that is being now reviewed. And we are focusing on registered only. But at the same time, we are helping those unregistered institutions to improve them to meeting our 13 criteria standards, to have them accredited so that they become registered institutions to benefit from the TESAs and health programs.
Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
NASFund contributors Savings and Loan Society have introduced a self-service kiosk with a biometrics identification system for its members at its Mount Hagen branch.
The BIS digital channel will allow registered members to conveniently access their savings and loan accounts using their unique fingerprints, eliminating the need for paperwork and reducing waiting times in the Mount Hagen branch. The key features of the NCSL biometric identification system are instant access. Members can scan their fingerprints to instantly view and manage their personal account details. Transaction capabilities. The members can perform various transactions. NCSL's digital services and call center manager Gila Ebenosi introduced this service in Mount Hagen, which will be rolled out in all its NCSL branches as it ensures quicker access for members to their accounts. Mr. Ebenosi also urged the general public in Mount Hagen to register their fingerprints. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape and the Total Energies Company Chief Executive Officer Patrick Poyani met to discuss the status of the Papua LNG project. In a joint statement, Total Energy CEO Patrick Poyani affirmed to Prime Minister James Marape that Total Energies and its international partners, ExxonMobil, Santos and JX Nippon, are fully committed to Papua LNG. He revealed to the Prime Minister that the project requires more engineering, procurement and construction contracts to meet the final investment decision. According to Prime Minister Marape and CEO Poyani, they have affirmed that both the government and Total Energies will maintain full support towards the project and the well-being of the local population of Gulf Province. CEO Puyeni announced at the meeting that Total Energies intends to drill the first deepwater exploration well on the Petroleum Prospecting License 576 in 2025. And now we take a look at the NASFund market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2647 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2572, 0.3887 Australian dollars, 0.2299 euro, 38.71 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York closed, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Mamas One Time Telecom's Good Plum mobile data plans. With 8 exclusive mobile data plans to choose from, select a plan that best suits your budget. You can purchase a plan for as low as 3 kina for 1 gigabyte of data valid for 24 hours. Or receive 130 gigabyte of data valid for 30 days for only 150 kina. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Attention business leaders, the 39th Australia Papua New Guinea Business Forum and Trade Expo from May 13th to 15th on Australia's dazzling Gold Coast. Dive into the immersive experience of our Trade Expo and showcase your brand, connect with like-minded professionals, and seize the moment to tap into the flourishing bilateral business environment. But hurry, reserve your spot now to secure your stay at the Sheraton. Register today for the Australia PNG Business Forum.
Buy more, win more one-time roots rice. Win money mark belum 300,000 kina. No can miss out. Buy 10 kg roots medium grain rice. Cut them round in big roots logo on top long front long bag rice. Na write him name, nana mas long you long backside long name. Drop him inside long entry box long store. Week 1 draw, 1 winner by 500 kina. Week 2 draw, 1,000 kina. Week 3 draw, 2,000 kina. Now long week 4 draw, 5,000 kina. Second Roots Rice Facebook page long kissing more talk save. Terms and conditions is start.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Hi, I'm Belinda Koyati. Join me weekly 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights on House and Home as we talk pet care, home improvement ideas, DIY projects, pick-a-book discussions, and Hardwork Man. That's House and Home 7 p.m. Tuesday nights only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Welcome back to National MTV News. As one of the leaders of Enga Province, the Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology and the member for Kandep, Don Polier, appealed to other leaders of the province to work collaboratively for the betterment of Enga Province. Minister Polier made this statement after the political dispute between member for Kompiam Ambum and the governor of Enga Province recently.
Minister Polier has made a call out to all political leaders in Enga Province to put their political differences aside and present themselves as leaders despite their differing views on how Enga and its district should be developed. Minister Polier emphasized that in some cases they have the rights to have differing views, but for the sake of the people, they must work together.
But I like to establish this call out to all of us leaders. I think the time has come for us leaders to get ourselves enlightened to the fact that when leaders are divided and fighting each other, the people that we lead and serve, they get destroyed. We have seen it happen again and again.
Minister Polier also discussed on the involvement of police in the political dispute of the two leaders. He said police have acted on the interest of politicians.
Because I have knowledge to tell that the Honorable Governor of the province, Grand Chief Peter Ibras, was almost arrested at the airport recently by policemen who did not get any directive from the commissioner or from the deputy commissioner or from the others who would have given directions to do that.
In such cases, he also appealed to all leaders to follow the established constitutional process to address their issues.
If one public figure is using one section of police force, then the other public figure uses another section of the police force. Usually what happens? These two leaders will be destroying the police force of Papua New Guinea because they are fragmenting it, because they're not following the established constitutional process. That's what you do to your police force by fragmenting it, because junior police officers or other, even senior police officers are taking sides with other leaders, and therefore you kill your own system of command.
Minister Polier concluded by acknowledging and commending everyone who have taken lead in the signing of the ceasefire agreement regarding tribal fighting in Enga Province. Louis Maingu, National MTV News.
The president of Foursquare Gospel Church of Japan arrived in Papua New Guinea for the first time today to host a 3-day conference for Foursquare Gospel Church in the country.
Upon receiving a warm welcome reception at the Jackson's International Airport today, Pastor Yo said this marks a historic moment for the Japanese people.
Because we've had difficult history in the past, yet I believe God is bringing us together for restoration and reconciliation and great years to come, because God is going to do something great in the next few days.
The president of the PNG Foursquare Gospel Church, Reverend Wayne Norumo, reveals that the purpose of Pastor Yo's visit to PNG is to host a 3-day convention, of which he will be the guest speaker. The convention will start tomorrow at the APEC House from 8 to 9:30 a.m. for the morning session, and in the evening from 6 to 8 p.m. The Reverend also revealed the participants of the 3-day convention.
The participants are the Foursquare pastors throughout Papua New Guinea, and we also have social services, health, education, and many other departments within the organization. They will be here. All our department heads together will also be here in Port Moresby for this special convention.
Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
5 years after the COVID-19 pandemic, the much-anticipated PNG for Christ campaign will finally come into fruition for Seventh-day Adventists in the country. This campaign is the first and the biggest evangelism meeting for the church in PNG.
According to President of the Papua New Guinea Union Mission of the Seventh-day Adventist, Pastor Malakai Yani, 2,000 sites have been prepared for this massive evangelism meeting, which will run simultaneously from the 26th of this month to the 12th of May 2024. Pastor Yani explains the purpose this meeting serves.
We are living in unprecedented times where so many things are happening so quick and people are looking for hope everywhere. And hope is basically what people are needing at this stage. People are in their need of hope. And so we are hosting this campaign, PNG for Christ, as a hope for our people, looking beyond the crisis we face to see what better things that we can envision to see the future. And that is none other than the world can offer. We're looking forward to the second coming of Jesus Christ.
He stated this evangelism meeting is open and invites people from all walks of life and denomination to attend if they are interested.
Some people thought that this campaign is for Seventh-day Adventists, but the fact is every human being belongs to God, and every one of us are campaigning for the kingdom and the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yani said about 300 preachers are expected to be in the country to be a part of this program, sharing the word of God and uniting everyone nationwide. He also made mention that this evangelism meeting will also see the participation of General Conference President of the Seventh-day Adventist, Pastor Ted Wilson. Gladys Skilla, National EMTV News.
The team from the RPNGC headquarters of the New Guinea Islands Region Command continued their quarterly inspection tour after a 3-day workshop at Hagen, New Island Province. The team, led by Assistant Commissioner of Police Pero Ndranau, visited Lakuramau, Konos and the Namatanai police stations before heading back to Kokopo.
The purpose of the inspection was to assess the operational readiness, equipment and facilities at the police stations and then provide guidance and support to the officers in charge. ACP Drano noted that there had been improvements at these police stations since his previous inspections. Whilst conducting thorough inspections, the team also met with the officers in charge and discussed the station's operational challenges and achievements. The team concluded their inspection with a meeting with the Namatanai District Police Commander, Silau Nabulasa. Divisional Commander ACP Pero Drano commended the officers in Namatanai. He said that he looked forward to seeing even more improvement from individual commands in the New Guinea Islands region. The divisional headquarters team's quarterly inspections are an important part of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary's commitment to maintaining the highest standards of policing throughout the country. This inspection comes after a 3-day inspection audit workshop that was recently held in New Ireland for provincial police commanders in the New Guinea Islands region. The workshop was attended by PPCs from New Ireland Inspector Albert Belly, East New Britain's Inspector Felix Nabanat, West New Britain's Inspector Peter Bucky, and Manus Inspector Maureen Hangat, together with the ACP Deputy for NGI Region, Gordon Magum, and the Regional Police Administration Manager, Sam Lepan. Natasha Ovoy, National, EMTV News.
A good news to the people of Western Highlands Province, as the Provincial Police Commander, Chief Superintendent John Sangom, launched the Sector Patrol Unit in Mount Hagen recently.
The event was officiated by the Governor for Western Highlands Province, Wairarapa, and representatives from business houses, Mount Hagen City Authority Chief Executive Officer Leo Noki, and the Provincial Police Commander John Sangom, and rest of the police officers. PPC Sangom explained the plans about the newly introduced unit.
Local police have to be proactive by developing its strategies to respond to the demands within the community, especially in attending to incidents and protect the rights of citizens who want to enjoy life, enjoy the peace and order and access to essential services.
He also elaborated that 3 zone commanders will look after the 3 zones. He thanked Governor Rapa and member for Hagen Open and State Enterprise Minister William Duma for supporting the police force with vehicles.
Sector 1 is at Pops Oval or main bus stop. That's the hotspot. So that's a classification zone 1. Zone 2 sector, sector 2 is at T-School, Holy Trinity Teachers College, Rabiamul, Warakum, Tarangao, Gomis, main market, it's the hotspot of zone 2. So that's the classification zone number 2. Okay, zone number 3, downtown, Okapana, Dobel, Tininga, Tega.
Governor Rapa thanked the police force in the province for always taking good care of the province, especially during the Black Wednesday fiasco. Rapa says his government will support them to monitor and uphold law and order in the province.
Police, hardworking policemen, Western Highlands province, you are an asset to this province now. You are in which sectors of the police department?
Rapa further warned people who come to Mount Hagen from other provinces due to trouble fights to not hang around and cause problems within the city. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sport. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
At Able Home and Office, you can find a wide range of tech products, including computers, printers, and accessories for home and business use. We also offer stationery and office supplies to equip your productive workspaces. Additionally, our selection of small home appliances provides convenience for both home and office. To manage offices efficiently, we provide business software solutions for accounting, payroll, HR management, and other programs. With physical stores across PNG, Able is the leading workspace supplier. For more details, contact us today.
Did you know that at Number One Super, you can access your information online without needing to visit a branch? Receive your balance via SMS within seconds. View your transaction history, housing advance eligibility, beneficiary listing, and download your statement via the NSL mobile app and member portal. For any other query, you can email our call center team. You'll be amazed at how much time you can save. Join the thousands of other Number One Super members getting online. Visit the Number One Super website to get started.
Power Energy Drink. Feel the power.
Top up now with Telecom's Good More bundles. Subscribe to any of Telecom's more bundle plans, ranging from 3 kina to 75 kina to enjoy unlimited on-net calls, more SMS, more data with increased off-net minutes. Choose from 8 exclusive plans, packed with more value to experience seamless communication with your family and friends. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you have what it takes?
You think you got a chance to come up next time or World Fusion?
Bring on 2024. We're still looking for the best singer yet.
This year, Vocal Fusion is coming to you bigger, brighter, drama, baby.
Vocal Fusion 2024, we are looking forward to seeing you all this year.
So bring on 2024, we want to see you there.
Southern region ko Mamase, islands ko New Guinea Islands. You know, got what it takes? Looking below auditions.
And for all those places where we've never been before, you get your auditions in so we can find the best singer in Papua New Guinea.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Gibson Mara, representing Papua New Guinea in Taekwondo, secured his spot in the upcoming 2024 Olympic Games in Paris after a victory in the men's 80 kilograms category in Honiara, Solomon Islands.
Despite not feeling fully prepared for the recent Olympic qualifier matches in Honiara, Mara attributed his success to the support and guidance of his coaches and executives. Reflecting on his experience in the ring, Mara expressed gratitude for the opportunity to compete and acknowledged the challenges posed by his opponents.
Knockout to Solomon Island. First round, second round, like one side. I'm hard to play, so
his determination and perseverance were evident as he overcame obstacles to achieve his Olympic dream.
We have a muscle here to coaches, all executives to me, to supporting me. So now me qualify the gold medal or qualify tournament. So we have a muscle here, so me feel free.
Mara's journey to the 2024 Paris Olympics serves as an inspiration to aspiring athletes in Papua New Guinea and beyond. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
The South Pacific Brewery Media Pool competitions witnessed a changing of the guard during its recent annual general meeting held at the Lamana Hotel in Port Moresby. With a spirit of renewal, the competition elected new executives to lead its endeavors.
At the helm now stands Tony Dindilo, who assumes the role of chairman, supported by Kametan Sibunakau as deputy chairman and Lee Thomas taking on the responsibility of treasurer. Henry Iamo continues in his role as secretary, providing continuity in administrative matters. The transition of leadership was marked by a handshake between the outgoing executives Vali Kapi, Mari Villa and Captain Pundu and their incoming counterpart, symbolizing a smooth handover. Representatives from the teams that participated in the 2023 competition convened to discuss pertinent issues concerning the pool games and its management. The discussions culminated in the election of the new executive team, with Tony, Kametan and Lee entrusted with steering the SPMC towards continued success. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Well,
National Population Census ibay kamapok noong June 2024 na National Statistic Office iwoklong painimungkot naman Mary pusat ibay making work bilong kisim data inside long 11 board na LNG bilong all. You inaplong apply sa post Christmas bilong you stop namel long 18 na 45 years. You must finish in grade 10 school o antap. You must fit na healthy na nogat heavy long eye na you must again talk to good na clear long eye bilong all man Mary. You must igat experience long kisim data o survey before. You must igat one pela bank account na you must igat survey long using all kind machine also Android phone or tablet too. Suppose you think also you inaplong making work bilong Census 2024. You can go kisim application form long provincial NSO office close to you or you can download it long www.nso.gov.pg. Pulang up in this form na saling wanted CV belong you igolong provincial census coordinator or provincial recruitment coordinator long NSO office is stop close to you. Closing date ibay long number 19 day belong Moon April 2024. This bilatok sabe ikisim to correct ikam long office belong national statistician.
How would you like a tasty meal in less than 15 minutes? That's the new Besta Spaghetti Bolognese beef sauce. Wait, it's not just a sauce, but with real beef meat inside. That's right, great taste with a delicious beef meat flavor. It's so good you want more. You can have Spaghetti Bolognese beef sauce with your favorite home-cooked meal. Try our new Besta Spaghetti Bolognese beef sauce now. It's better, it's Besta. Now available in stores.
Be on board this revolution. Introducing our new range of devices and giveaway frenzy. Buy a device and get a free boombox and enjoy 7 days of free streaming to MGEMs. But that's not all. You will also receive 5 gigabytes every month for the next 6 months. That's a whopping 30 gigabytes of data. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity. Head to your nearest telecom retail outlet to grab one today. Terms and conditions apply.
It's almost time to crunch a munch on Kaitan. If you're a warrior in your kitchen and want to be featured in the show, send us your video. The sky's the limit. It could be a family recipe. It could be a secret recipe. It could even be a simple recipe, just adding a few touches to make it special. Send us a video of your best recipe creation today and we'll feature it on Kaitan.
Buy more, win more one-time roots rice. Bring them up when you mark below 300,000 kina. No can miss out. Buy 10 kg roots medium grain rice. Cut them round in big roots logo on top ng front ng bag rice. Na write yung name na naman long yung long backside ng name. Drop him inside long entry box long store. Week 1 draw, 1-1 winner by 500 kina. Week 2 draw, 1,000 kina. Week 3 draw, 2,000 kina. Na long week 4 draw, 5,000 kina. Second Roots Rice Facebook page long kisim botok sabe. Terms and conditions stop.
Welcome back to Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports now, and the Newcastle Jets have defeated the Sydney FC Goals 3-1 to record their 5th win of the year.
The Jets made an impressive start to the game, taking a 2-0 lead. Sydney FC then went a man down late in the first half after Robert Mack was shown a red card. Elsewhere, Adelaide United trailed Perth Glory 2-0 before scoring 4 unanswered goals to record a 4-2 win. And Damien De Silva scored in the 86th minute to give Melbourne victory, a 2-1 win over Melbourne City.
In NRL, the Raiders returned to form with 41 points to 8 win over the Parramatta Eels.
Fullback Jordan Rapana was particularly impressive for the home side. He was forced to leave the field in the opening minutes after appearing to dislocate his right knee, but he returned to play the entire second half. Earlier, the Cowboys withstood a second half surge from the Gold Coast Titans to win their Queensland derby 35-22.
Reigning AFL premiers Collingwood have survived a massive scare from Hawthorn in yesterday's game.
Hawthorn Livewire Jack Ginnivan helped inspire the comeback against his old side, but the winless Hawks fell agonisingly short of causing a massive upset as the Pies held on to record their second win of the year, 77 points to 72. Earlier, St Kilda defied a very sluggish start to hold off Richmond by 7 points at Norwood Oval. And GWS moved into top spot on the ladder with a 28-point win over the Suns.
That ends True Kai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Buy more, win more one-time roots rice. Win half money mark belong 300,000 kina. No can miss out. Buy 10 kg roots medium grain rice. Cut them round in big roots logo on top long front long bag rice. Na write him name, na namas long your long backside long name. Drop him inside long entry box long store. Week 1 draw, 1 winner by 500 kina. Week 2 draw, 1,000 kina. Week 3 draw, 2,000 kina. Na long week 4 draw, 5,000 kina. Second Roots Rice Facebook page long kisim botok save. Terms and conditions is stop.
Hamamas One-Time Telecom's Goodplum mobile data plans. With 8 exclusive mobile data plans to choose from, select a plan that best suits your budget. You can purchase a plan for as low as 3 kina for 1 gigabyte of data valid for 24 hours. Or receive 130 gigabyte of data valid for 30 days for only 150 kina. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Attention business leaders, the 39th Australia Papua New Guinea Business Forum and Trade Expo from May 13th to 15th on Australia's dazzling Gold Coast. Dive into the immersive experience of our Trade Expo and showcase your brand, connect with like-minded professionals, and seize the moment to tap into the flourishing bilateral business environment. But hurry, reserve your spot now to secure your stay at the Sheraton. Register today for the Australia PNG Business Forum.
Asian Development Bank is an international financial institution. It's a multilateral development bank that is owned by 68 member countries. The main mandate of ADB is actually, to help create a prosperous, inclusive region. What we do is we provide financing, we provide technical assistance, and we facilitate partnership.
That's on tonight.
It's our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. We dare to believe in incredible things. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The weather forecast for the next 24 hours in the southern region: Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with few showers and thunderstorms. Daru, brief showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema, partly cloudy with brief showers and possible thunderstorms. Alatau, some rain showers and thunderstorm. Popondetta, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, partly cloudy with few showers. Madang, Wewak and Vanimo, some rain showers with possible thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kavieng, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbandibuka, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Gurkha, Bands, Kundiawa, Menditari and Wabeg, some rain showers and possible thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 8th of April 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.